This is Duck Show Studios, and today we'll be reviewing Season 23, Episode 16 for 20. So in this video, we'll be covering Too Loud Thomas, Out of Sight, First Day on Sodor, Deep Trouble, and Rangers of the Rails. Now, if you're wondering why this took so long, two reasons. One, I filmed all the other Season 23 reviews except for Sneaking to the Rescue, of course, a while ago. And now, during the break from Season 1 of my series to Season 2, I thought, like, if you saw the original trailer, that's probably what you saw, because that one got more views than the sec when I reposted it, you would have seen Season 2 coming March. I thought I had enough stuff to last till March, and I thought I could make enough stuff. But boy, was I wrong. I was making reviews out of my ears. And now for these reviews, you may be thinking, oh, he just draws Sung Sing in it. Very simple. No, I have to, this one alone. This is my third take on filming this one alone. So it's really, and sometimes I'd spend up to 2 hours a day working on a review. Not including the drawing, just the filming. So it got stressful. It became less fun. So I went off reviews and I started doing, I started uploading Season 2 early, and of course I was filming Season 3, and then I was filming The Return of Freddy, and I was filming railway terminology videos, which you will probably see after this video. I think I'll post this one first, but I've been filming some railway terminology videos, so look out for those, and look out for Season 3. This video will be posted probably within the Season 2-3 break. So, anyways, let's get on the other reason, because I want to get all of Season 2 out. So Too Loud Thomas. Now, when I first saw this episode, I didn't really like it, but now after rewatching it, I think it's good. So Thomas wants to be an opera singer, like Lorenzo and Beppe. He wants to sing opera. What doesn't this guy want to do? He wants to do everything, and it's getting so repetitive, like, Thomas wants to go to the mainland. Thomas wants to go to the Great Railway Show. Thomas wants to travel the world. Thomas wants to be in a movie. Thomas wants to see the Monkey Palace. Thomas, all these things he wants to do, like, Thomas wants to find treasure. Thomas wants to be an expert on Italy. He's wanting to do everything. It's getting really repetitive. And, I remember, I'm not sure if you viewers remember, but back in 2016 when The Great Race came out, people were saying, oh, Joseph May can't sing. In this episode, the character can't sing. He's like, la, la, la. And so he's trying to sing, and Lorenzo and Beppe are trying to teach him. He fails. And then he loses his voice. And here's one problem I have with the episode. Another one. Why doesn't when he's trying to see Stefano, why doesn't his driver or fireman go out to tell Stefano? Like, seriously. Well, similar things could be said about my series, but anyways, 7 out of 10. Good episode. But the minimum of good. Out of Sight. Now here's Jack and Brenda. So Brenda, when I first saw her in Minds of Mystery, All Tracks Lead to Rome, I thought, oh, she's pointless. Why didn't they just bring back Byron? But then when this came out, I was like, oh my gosh, she's actually a really good character. She is, I'm not kidding. I actually quite like Brenda. She's a really good character. Now, it would be nice if they'd bring back Byron or Kelly or, Patrick or Isabella. But Brenda is a really nice character. I quite like Brenda. I honestly really, really like Brenda. She wants everything flat and everything, and her work site nice and smooth and level. And so the plot is, Brenda is leveling the work site, and then Percy brings trucks full of stone, and Jack unloads it, but then it's gone because Brenda thinks Max and Monty dumped it there, and then Brenda does this repeatedly, and Jack, Alfie, and Oliver can't find the stone, and we get the return of Miss Jenny in this episode. So that's nice. So they're like, is the job done? Far from it, actually. And then yeah, then they find the stone. Really great episode. I love Brenda. I love this episode. 10 out of 10. Now, this drawing, you may be like, what's that? Sunglasses. That's what it is, and it says why. Because that's what sticks out to me. It's first day on Sodor. So Nia has to pick up a new machine named Darcy. And Darcy is a tunnel boring machine who swings her little drill, well, quite large drill, a lot when sitting on a flatbed, which is, why is she doing that? Like, is there crew inside her making her go, hey, let's swing this thing and knock something? And then this is, yeah, it's strange. Why didn't her crew do anything? Anyway, she does it in the tunnel, and James is like, he's like, oh, sorry. Well, you need to be more careful about what you do to my paintwork. And, yeah, and then she's like, oh, you sure they're friendly? And then, now Darcy, on the other hand, I'm not really too big of a fan of. Like, I think she's fine, but she doesn't have much defiable traits. So she comes, and the team have this fantasy sequence of this, I am the ordinator. Come with me if you want to pave. I'll be back. And yeah, and apparently, according to Lowell for Machines, please subscribe to Lowell for Machines, that's a Terminator reference. Maybe if I grew up or had seen Terminator, I would have liked it, but when I first saw the episode, I was like, why does this thing exist? It has arms, it has sunglasses, and I honestly wonder if that's what Mattel wants, because they're bouncing now, so arms wouldn't be too far off. That would be why. Anyways, it's like, I am the ordinator. Come with me if you want to pave. I'll be back. And then, of course, Darcy has sunglasses, which makes no sense to me. Like, those things are sunglasses. Come down on her face, and they're sunglasses. And it's like, why? Why sunglasses? So first, Rebecca has sunglasses, and what Rebecca does. Then Thomas has sunglasses in, Baducata. Now, then the Rodinator has sunglasses. And now Darcy, she just has sunglasses that can go whoop right on her eyes. And wouldn't sunglasses make it hard for her to see when she's underground? That's the problem. Like, seriously, sunglasses, beg pardon, would make it hard to see when you're underground. So why the heck does she have sunglasses? And then what's up with this cave collapse set for Trackmaster? She can fit on a freight car. I don't know if Thomas can fit on her. Ay, they're craziness. Craziness, I tell you. So the pack sort of exclude her, and I sort of see a Low for Machine's point of this isn't this Jack in the Pack, because they're not really accepting. Like, Jack was a new member of the pack, and he doesn't go, hey Darcy, I'll accept you. He's like, we can dig tunnels. Okay. This episode, maybe overall a 9 out of 10, maybe. I might take that back, but so then she digs her tunnel, and they're amazed. And yeah, welcome to the team, Darcy. You're not as good as Brenda, but you're no great character. You're not a bad character. Welcome, Darcy. 9 out of 10. Good episode. It may seem like I really hate the episode just because of how much I ranted about the sunglasses, but it's a good episode. Don't get me wrong. It's a good episode. Next episode, Deep Trouble. There's Monty. Now this is an epic episode. Max and Monty are as in character as ever. So Thomas is with the pack and tells them about the lead mines on his branch line, and they're gonna build something there, and that they collapse. So then Darcy says she's a tunnel boring machine, and Max and Monty say, exactly, you're boring. And then, well, I did the wrong voice, but you know what I mean. That's my Monty impression. Max says it, so it's like, exactly, you're boring. So you know, sorry. So they And then Monty's doing donuts on the lead mines, so he falls through, and then there's this fantasy sequence where he falls all the way to Australia. Seriously? And how does Max even know who Shane is? He's like, good eye, Koba! And then, but other than that, this episode's really great. Darcy proves herself by digging a tunnel to Monty and rescuing him. That is fabulous. This episode's amazing, fabulous. It's very classic Thomas. It's great. 10 out of 10. Rangers of the Rails, and this picture looks really gray. Well, the reason it looks very gray is because I drew Emily head on, and then I used gray for Tidma sheds. Not very colorful, so if you like bright colors, I'm sorry. Now, let me get this out of the way. Now, so the plot is Emily... Let me get this out of the way. The Rangers are Girl Scouts. Now, let me be clear. I am not wanting men in the show. I would rather the girls be actual park rangers like Ranger Joe, like, female park rangers. So let me be clear. I do not want men. I'm not saying this should be a men thing. No, I am glad they have girls in the show. I actually would prefer if it were female park rangers like Ranger Jill. That's what I'd want. So anyways, with that out of the way, Emily wants to tell a story of her at the Great Railway Show, but then James says he's heard it 1,000 times. So then they asked Nia to tell the story of her and Thomas in the Brazilian rainforest. And Emily says, I wish I could have an adventure like Thomas and Nia's. So you wish you could abandon all your friends, leave them worrying about you, and have the Fat Controller searching for you everywhere. That's what you want? You want to do that, okay? Like, why, Emily? Like, why does she want that? You shouldn't want that, because Thomas had everyone sad and worried about him. They missed him. And Sir Topham Hatt went looking for him. So why does Emily want that? Seriously. Why? That out of the way. Then, Nia has to take the Sodor Rangers camping. And when I first heard about this, I thought they meant like park rangers, like, saving animals, helping campers. But they're just Girl Scouts, which I have nothing against Girl Scouts. My sister was one. I'm just saying it would have been cooler if the girls were female park rangers. Because it would be more interesting. But however, I think it still is great. It's a good episode. So Emily takes them within a fallen tree, and then they forget the Rangers' camping supplies, so then Nia brings them, and then the girls practice their Ranger skills. Yeah, good episode. 7 out of 10. Well, that concludes Season 23. Not a Team to Rescue review well beyond the way. Thanks for watching.